and chat about if you want to be a content creator in 2024, what platform is the right platform for you. I believe that there's a shorter version of this topic that I've talked about on my TikTok channels. However, if you can please give me a subscribe here, I will produce more YouTube content in 2024 and I would love to have your support on it. If I don't wear sunscreens, this is something that I'm going to be using on as a primer or a hydration layer for my base. The Glow Recipes Dewdrops. I love this because it's really hydrating and it has niacinamide. And when I put it on, it actually gives me that level of glow without using too much other products. I used this before TikTok blew it off. I use this for probably four years now and I've been loving it. I love the fact that I can smell the watermelon on my face and I'll be like, okay, everything is in its place. Back to the conversations of what channel will be right for you if you want to be a content creator or an influencer in 2024. I'm trying to think of a way to put my mirror on. No mirror, no props. I'm just gonna wing it. That's so funny because what if it's like a no mirror makeup challenge? I can't really do all this. I don't really have a point to put my mirror on, so please bear with me while I use my hand mirror. But the first steps I'm going to be using is the brows. I'm going to carve my brows while I talk about what platform is right for you when you want to be a content creator or an influencer in 2024. The social media world has changed so rapidly, and I really have to say, I'm sure a lot of people will agree with me on this. Literally everybody is trying to be an influencer or be a content creator, and that is because it has such a low barrier to entry. Everybody can just whip out their cameras, their phone, especially phone these days are really easy to use and the camera quality is amazing. The barrier to entry is basically none. You just have to create content, show up, be authentic, and really deliver some sort of value to the audience. That's basically it. You'll gather yourself a pool of audience really quickly. And also with the rise of TikTok and the way that social media platforms algorithms are consistently changing by the day, by the hour, it was just so crazy how somebody can be just normal, living your normal life, and then the next day they can be blown up like the future superstar. Next up, I'm going to put on my concealer. With the three main platforms these days, being YouTube, TikTok and Instagram, there's a different way to grow on each platform. Sadly, even though they're all vertical videos, YouTube Short, Instagram Reels and TikTok, there's different way to penetrate each platform. And yes, with wood content, you can always blow up. That will always be the story in the long term. If you don't quit, if you're consistent and keep pursuing it, to get the right start and really have the platform work for you, the algorithm work for you, I believe that there's a few tips and tricks, and also seeing yourself, how you'll fit and how you portrait yourself on each platform will be very helpful. In my opinion only guys, TikTok is trying to play the long form content game to compete with YouTube, and Instagram is trying to play the short form content game to compete with TikTok. This is really funny, but I actually saw an Instagram ad on TikTok. That means that Instagram is so desperate that it actually have to advertise on TikTok to convert TikTok user to Instagram user. Now, there's a lot of similarity when you actually create your short form video content, and whether you upload that on YouTube Short, Instagram Reel or TikTok, there's still this little habit that consumer would use that you really need to pay attention and really play the game to make sure that your content don't get lost between millions of videos that are being posted every single day. Now, while I do my bronzing and contours, I also would love to share with you all the things I've noticed that platforms or content creators are applying these little tactics to make sure that you always turn back, you always return to watch the contents, use the platform and consume more. I just love these little tactics that everybody is using. I love all these psychological tactics that's being applied, and we'll just literally eat up to it. It was just so funny, and I love the logic behind it as well. It's not just all pure luck. Everything is hard work. Everybody has thought a long time about this before they present you with the videos that you're seeing at the time. So let's get started with TikTok. TikTok is a fat short form vertical content videos that has been really blown up since after lockdown, or just exactly right in there, the 2020 period. It has been a couple of years, and initially TikTok really used a few little tactics up their sleeve to attract views and also do everything they can to serve the audience. Every little bit of content that is really funny, really helpful, everybody feel like they want more of this. The TikTok addiction is real. When TikTok first blew up, people easily consume 3 to 5 hours scrolling TikToks a day without even knowing it, because every bit of content is only 7 to 15 seconds. Now it has extended to 1 minute, but lately TikTok really expanded their capacity and allowing 10 minutes videos, and up to 2024 I've heard a lot of rumors that TikTok will now allow 30 minute long videos to compete with long form content like YouTube. That is just really interesting, because I don't know why or I don't know how people who have been trained to consume the short form content for 7 seconds, 3 seconds, everything has cut down the human attention span so short. Now all of a sudden it's going to be expanded back to 30 minutes. That was just crazy to me. I don't know guys, I would love to see how this play out, because will that gonna be the big blow up that TikTok can do this year, or is it actually gonna kill the platform and make everybody leave and come back to YouTube, for example? Obviously YouTube in this long form content has been much longer in the game. They know what they're doing, they support the creators really well as well. So it's really a battlefield that TikTok's trying to play here. Anyways, back to the pros of having your content on TikTok. It's really easy to blow up. The pros of having your content on TikTok is that they're really easy to digest, and it's an outreach platform. Your content will always be served to the For You page, which is similar to like an explore page, to strangers, complete strangers, and new accounts is going to be seeing you the first time ever. From then, the algorithm will work and figure out who likely to this audience that has liked, interact, watch the whole amount of the videos, and then share that faster to a bigger group of audience. So TikTok is an outreach platform. You're always guaranteed to meet new audience every time you upload, but to build the audience and curate your own audience on TikTok, I think that's a little bit of a problem, which is why Instagram is where the place you want to be. So with Instagram, we have already known and loved for over a decade now. Everybody wants to be, that Instagram influencers, or the word even influencers literally comes out of Instagram, because that is the place where we want to search up, where we want to be inspired, where we want to see that what everybody is doing on their weekends, or what this person is doing, that, oh, I also want to be like her, have the photo, go to the place wearing the same clothes. So Instagram was the place to be and really inspire people and match up with some of the standards that we have. However, with the rise of TikTok, the rise of authenticities, and the rise of less polished content, Instagram lost some of its authenticities and now is really trying to push Reels, which is similar to TikTok, short form videos. The other thing I've been noticed with Instagram or Meta is that they are changing the algorithm every 2 minutes. Every 2 seconds, somebody is uploading. Instagram has changed the algorithm, and that is because they are really struggle to compete with the other platforms. They know that they're losing their shares of audience attention span during the daytime, and also a lot of people think that posting on Instagram is cringe. There's a lot to unpack here, whether people are hating on Instagram or not, but I think that Instagram will not gonna go anywhere, and that is because once you've built an audience, they stay with you via Instagram page. It's like, back in the day, people will be handing out business card. 10 years ago, people will start saying, oh, my Facebook name is this, Sweet Carly Candy Lollipops. Now these days, instead of showing everybody business card, or well, they have LinkedIn for it, but instead of showing people, or hey, what is it about you, a snapshot of you, or the vibe that we need to know, everybody will just be comfortable enough to show their Instagram page, whether it's public or private. So yeah, Instagram really knows how to help people connect together and stay in the cycle and stay in the circle, in contrast to TikTok, where it's just one little scroll. Great to see you, great to see your content, and then next minute, okay, bye, I've had enough of you, I need to see somebody else. The thing that I noticed with Instagram Reel lately is that they really focus on really short form content. So the trick that will help anyone blow up on Instagram Reel, 5-6 seconds, 10 seconds max videos with a lot of text on screen and then strong hook, blah blah blah, you definitely can convert that sort of educational, aspirational content on Instagram. However, they do take some time to blow up, not like your little TikTok friends. Both TikTok and Instagram serve vertical content and has LinkedIn bio, which is really good to extend your ecosystems, your cycles, especially for businesses. So on that front, they're both equally good. I think to have a very sustainable strategies, you should have a little bit of a mix between TikTok and Instagram to have those complement each other. I do have to say though that I love being on TikTok because since it's serving a larger audience group, no one's really get notified know about, hey, X has posted a videos or something similar. You just really be yourself. Personally, I would just really be myself and let the world decide what's what with me. Whereas with Instagram, because they've linked to a lot of people that I've known, and some people I've known for years, high school friend, buddy friend, kindergarten friend, from all fronts of life, it's sort of restrictive to me personally, that I think, because I wouldn't dare to post certain amount of type of contents because I'm afraid they're gonna see it. That really is the real problem I see a lot of content creators are running into. Now, the way that I solve this, which I don't recommend you, but this is what I've done, and it is very color coded, really gives no fucks, and I don't know, I just need to do it to serve my own intentions, is to pursue this content creation journey. I do block all of them. A lot of other creators I know, they start a new Instagram account from scratch. That's also a way, because then your content will be really niche, will be really all about you. You have the free realm to create whatever you like, say whatever you want, and really be yourself with everything that you create. Guys, I really tried to put my lashes on and also talk at the same time, but it's actually really hard and I really want to put my lashes on properly. So skip to the lashes. But yeah, back to Instagram and TikTok. So those are like different things. You can create the same content, either 15 seconds, 30 seconds, up to a minute, more than a minute. You can upload it and they will have it. The other difference between TikTok and Instagram that I found is that if you have content more than a minute and a half, equals to 90 seconds, do not post it on Instagram, because then it will be served as a post, not a reel. Reels only last for 90 seconds long, and Reels have a really high chance of being pushed to a new audience, just like the For You page on TikTok. Strangers, hi, hello, you'll know them via Reels. Whereas if you post anything for 2 minutes, they will be served as a post, and that will only circulate around your audience or your followers only. If you have a great audience base already, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5k followers, and you know, the 1,000 and the millions, that will be great. They will still be served as a piece of social media for your brand and your business. However, if you want to expand and really grow on the platform, new content creators like me, I would not post anything more than 90 seconds on Instagram, so then it will just get shoved over to my friends and families or whoever has followed me. Anything longer, that will be good for your TikTok. TikTok recently have been really pushing longer than 1 minute content, so that's exactly the perfect place to be. Now, back to YouTube. Good old YouTube. YouTube has been great to everyone, very stable. There's nothing really changed about YouTube, because you can't really post a whole 60 minutes videos on any other platforms and have the content sit there evergreen, being searchable at any point at any given time. So YouTube is king and no one can really deny it. Now, YouTube also trying to get a cut of the content attention spans pie, which is why they have launched Shorts. The thing with Short is that to get it not mixed up with long form content and short form content, they cut it at 60-second mark. So then you really see that if you have, say, 5, 10, 15 seconds videos, Instagram is your best friend. If you have any time from 15 to 60, YouTube is your best friend. And if you have anything longer, then TikTok is your best friend. Obviously, if you have vertical content like what you guys are watching right now, like a TV screen sort of content size, desktop size, YouTube long form is always going to be the place. That is just where your content is going to be. A lot of other tactics got to be involved, because with YouTube, there is the whole series of thumbnail, titles, any other optimizations tactics that is just like, a whole another universe I would not dare to touch because I'm still really new on this platform. I wouldn't know that much. I only pick up bits and pieces that I'm still learning from other educational channels that I'm really practicing on my own channels. So that part is maybe next year that I'll be talking about it. But definitely anything that you want to do or repurpose, just pay attention to the time that you are posting about, because those really affect how your content is being pushed out by the algorithm. I think that's pretty much it for today. I have to get ready, like properly with change clothes and get my hair done and put on your jewelries. I hope you guys learned something from these videos. If you can please subscribe, that would be really appreciated. Also, I have other fun hee-haw content on my other platforms like Instagram and TikTok. Feel free to check it out and follow if you would like. That's it for today. Let me know if you have any other questions in the comments. Love you lot and see you next time.